Everyone found that easy?
Yeah.
So no one failed?
Yes.
Well, what do people find difficult about doing an elevator pitch? Let me know. Sure, yeah, go ahead.
What is it?
Well, sorry. Well, why would people find elevator pitches difficult?
I noticed that I had a problem for most people to tell me what they were good at. No, what
Okay.
they're good at.
Okay, so people often are uncomfortable telling what they're good at. Anything else in terms of people have difficulty with this? Yeah.
I think it's hard to on the spot pitch something that I'm good at, right? Without
Right.
a long story or.
That's right. I didn't give you an opportunity to prepare, right? I just threw you into the fire and let you try to do it. What else? Anything else was challenging? From that, yeah.
I'm not really sure what I'm like trying to obtain with the elevator pitch.
Right.
It's just chatting.
Just chat. Okay. And was one over here?
I
Yeah.
think for the most part, we're in an elevator pitch, we're pitching directly.
Yeah.
Like the company we work for, the product we're marketing.
Right.
We seldom get the opportunity to pitch ourselves.
Right. Oh, interesting. Okay. Good. So the reason why I want you to do that because I want to give you an opportunity to talk about, failure happens in many ways. And if you want to be a better elevator pitcher, one thing is prepping more, right? Which, I didn't give you a chance to do, but I threw you into the fire. Another one is the reason I want you to do this. I want you to start embracing failure and try to learn from the experience, get some feedback, talk to people, right? That's going to be really helpful to you. And then another way to be a better pitcher is actually to rehearse. Just rehearse what you're trying to do. But the point is, just diving in and just starting is also one of the biggest barriers that people have because they're afraid of failing in work, and even personal lives, even in dating relationships. They're afraid of being rejected. But remember, rejection. Hi, can we go on a date? Rejection, just redirection. Hi, can we date? Right? That's how I met my wife. I was redirected to her, and now here you go. Right? Now, the other thing I want to say is that Q&A is really important. So, I've come from Toronto. I'm here to help McGill grads, and again, I have expertise in leadership, career development, LinkedIn, social media, networking, personal branding, all that kind of stuff, and I want to make sure you have the time for Q&A for me. So I want to make sure you think of those Q&As. Okay, so have them ready and be sure to ask them at the end. I want to end with three, and I was asked to talk about failure, which is great, but I also want to share with you 3 big tips for you moving forward in your career and your life as McGill grads. The number one thing I can tell you is that every single one of you should invest in your personal brand and understand what it is. Too often I meet people who feel lost in their career or stuck in their job, unfulfilled in their relationships, and they did it because they followed a path of success defined by other people. They didn't invest to understand their values, their traits, their interests, their skills, things that align with who they are. And it's so important for you to do that work. I was a lost leader for many years because I did engineering, then brand marketing, then performing arts. I became a professional speaker on my 4th try. Now I've been doing it for 13 years, and I'm deliriously happy. And who doesn't want to be deliriously happy? There are 3 things that people want in life. Number 1, they want alignment. They want to align their values, their interests, their passions. They ultimately want happiness and fulfillment. Number 2, everybody wants focus. I want to focus on getting the direct results and focus on the path that's aligned. They focus on making sure I get the right things that I want to do, and ultimately have that purpose, feeling purposeful. And the third thing everybody wants is impact. They ultimately want to be successful, they want to achieve, and they want to have a story and legacy that they can be proud of. And personal branding, if you take the time to dive into it, you will find alignment, you will find focus, and you will find impact. And if you're not willing to do the work, it takes work. I actually just did a personal branding workshop on Wednesday, and it was 3 hours of work, and they almost looked bored that I was making them do all the work, but at the end they're like, wow, this is really great work. But that was just scratching the surface. But the question you can ask yourself is, are you willing to invest 100 hours of your time for 450,000 hours of fulfillment and happiness and impact? If you are, then take the time to invest in your personal brand. That's huge. The second thing I want to make sure that you're clear on is part of my 4th TEDx talk that I did. I basically called it idea, which is look to fail. Look for opportunities to fail. Don't just fail and embrace failure. I want you to think about actually finding an opportunity to fail, especially when you're young, because there's chances for you to fail. And you'll be able to bounce back no problem. So look for those opportunities to fail and take those risks and get those feedback and learn as much as you can, because that is where you really start to make an impact for your life and other people. That's where the true innovation and disruption and the growth, that's what leadership is. Leadership is learning, evolving, growing to change yourself for the better so that you can impact yourself, the people around you, and the world. Leadership is influence. And if you better yourself, a better you is a better everything else. And by doing this, taking risks and looking at failure, you're actually going to find amazing learning from all that. All my stuff that I've done, I've learned because of the things that I've failed to do. The third thing I want to make sure that you do, in terms of the big tips for your career, is you need to build a thought leadership profile and brand. What does that even mean? Thought leadership basically is like when you think of Oprah, you think of personal development. When you think of Brené Brown, you think of vulnerability and change. When you think of Tony Robbins, you think of speaking and impact. When you think of different people out there who are thought leaders in their field, it doesn't matter whether you're a shoemaker, astrologer, or an architect. Every single one of you has leadership within you. Every single one of you can position yourself as a thought leader. And I think it's probably the biggest thing you can do to make an impact. Now, there's 3 ways to become a thought leader. If you look at all thought leaders out there, there's 3 ways that people are thought leaders. Number 1, they are amazing with people. They build broad relationships in the network, and they build deep relationships with people. They take the time to invest in the people around them. That's number 1. The number 2 thing that thought leaders do is they're always creating amazing ideas and content. So Jay-Z, a thought leader, is writing songs. Gary Vaynerchuk is writing books. Warren Buffett is spewing out financial investment reporting. I'm sure he does that, right? So that's what they do. You should be, if you are an architect, if you are a biology student, if you are a civil engineer, you should be creating content and learning and talking about it and putting it out there and letting people know, this is what I know. Because when I go to LinkedIn and I see 3 profiles, here's one